Hello, friends. Hey. Ooh, it's outnumbered over here today. All right, y'all. I would say balance this thing out, but I don't know. That's something else. All right, all right. Okay, this is where the cool kids are. Okay. Ah, this is my cool side today. All right. Hey, I am blessed. I am blessed every day of my life. I am blessed, yeah, when I wake up in the morning, lay my head to rest. I am blessed. I am blessed. I am blessed. Come on now. I am blessed every day of my life. I am blessed when I wake up in the morning, lay my head to rest. I am blessed. I am blessed again. I am blessed. I am blessed every day of my life. I am blessed when I wake up in the morning. When I wake up, when I wake up in the morning. When I wake up in the morning. If you woke up this morning, when I wake up in the morning, lay my head to rest. I am blessed. I am blessed. Yeah, so true. When I wake up in the morning, lay my head to rest, I am blessed. We are blessed. Oh, yeah. Surely the presence of the Lord is in this place. I can feel God's mighty power and God's grace. There's a holy hush around us. I see love in every face. Surely the presence of the Lord is in this place.
Good morning, family. This morning, the seraphim have been around me quite a bit. The last couple weeks, I've been blessed with them. And I even wore my little seraphim shirt. I see eyeballs everywhere now. And they wish to connect to you all. If you feel comfortable and wish to allow them to connect to you, you will feel it in the crown while I speak. Creator of all that is, thank you for this family. Thank you for the love I have been able to share with each and every individual here. I feel blessed to be known by each of you, and I feel blessed to know each of you. And I look forward to knowing you more. Great seraphim, shiny ones, fiery ones, bless these beautiful individuals in their unique way of receiving and needing. Creator of all that is, thank you for this family. I am blessed.
Surely the presence of the Lord is in this place. I can feel the God's mighty power and God's grace. There's a holy hush around us. I see love in every face. Sure, the presence of the Lord is in this place. Sure, the presence of the Lord is in this place. I feel the angel. All right now. You ready? You got a part. When I wake up in the morning, love, and the sunlight hurts my eyes, when something without warning, love, weighs heavy on my mind, then I look at you, and the world's all right with me. I just want to look at you, and I know it's gonna be a lovely day, lovely day, lovely day, lovely day, lovely day, lovely day. Try it again. A lovely day, lovely day, lovely day, lovely day, lovely day, lovely day. When the day that lies ahead of me seems impossible to face, when someone else instead of me always seems to know the way, then I look at you, and the world's all right with me. I just want to look at you, and I know it's gonna be ready. Lovely day, 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 a lovely day, a lovely day. Over here, sing it. A lovely day, a lovely day. Come on, sing it strong. Y'all switching up on me. Lovely day. the other part. You got the other part. Come on now. Lovely day, lovely day, lovely day. You got it now. Thank God for a lovely day. 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 Nobody's singing the parts like I wanted to. Okay, let's get it together. Y'all gonna sing. A lovely day. Okay, y'all say that. Lovely day. I'm ad-libbing. Thank God for a lovely day. Thank God for a lovely day. Thank God for a lovely day. Lovely day, lovely day, lovely day, lovely day, lovely day, lovely day, lovely day. Thank you for your participation. All right, what's next? All right. Y'all have a lovely day. Okay. Oh, it's you. Okay.
Thank you, thank you. I always look forward to that. So welcome to Unity of Chattanooga's Sunday celebration. My name is Penny Worth, and I've been a member of this community for over 20 years. And it's my privilege to say good morning to all of you wonderful, gorgeous rays of sunshine. And just look at all your smiling, and why wouldn't you? Because after all, you survived this last week like a champ. You're too blessed to be stressed and too fine to ever be ignored. And I know that you have everything it takes, the brains, the guts, the passion, the wisdom, and the fire that can flip a room on its head. So don't you ever let any doubts dim your glow. Go out there and love harder, laugh louder, and shine brighter. And look at the person next to you and say, you've got what it takes. And that goes for all of you watching us on Facebook and who will watch us in the future on YouTube. Thank you for inviting us into your homes. You know that we just love getting your comments, so we know you're here. And if you feel led to, share this message with your family and friends. So I know we have one person new here this morning. Do we have anybody else here new as well? Okay, well, we're going to bring you a welcome packet. And on the back, if you want, you can sign that little sheet, and you'll get our bi-monthly newsletter. But in the meantime, we have a blessing for you today. So everybody warm up your hands. Get ready to be stared at, eyeballs. We love you. We bless you. We appreciate you. And we behold the Christ in you. So Unity is a movement that emphasizes affirmative prayer, the power of thought to shape reality, and the belief that everyone possesses a divine, God-given potential. While it's originally developed out of the Christian teachings and honors Jesus as the ultimate spiritual guide, Unity is a progressive and non-dogmatic movement that welcomes people of all faiths who are actively seeking spiritual growth, and we encourage diversity and personal enlightenment. We combine the teachings of Jesus and the other ancient wisdom teachings, as well as modern-day spiritual wisdom that teaches us how to apply these spiritual principles in our daily lives. It is here that you can find inspiration, guidance, and a path for personal growth. We are here to share and experience God's goodness in life and share a love that reminds us that we are held in the loving embrace of Spirit. I practice this at least 5-6 times at home. And I never once had a tear, so darn. Because I wanted to let you all know that I have certainly felt all of your loving embraces from you during these last few weeks after my mother passed away on June 25th. And you know, grief is different for everyone, but I have never felt alone in all of this because of you. You mostly asked for my comfort and peace, and it turns out that you were all my comfort with your prayers, your thoughts, your words, your emails, your gifts, your cards. I just can't begin to tell you how much that helped me through this time, and I thank you. My mom was one of the most positive, happy people you will ever meet, spreading joy everywhere she went. I'll get to that. But what made her really special was her compassion, her kindness, and her generosity towards others. I am learning that what seems to be a lost love is still love. It just takes a different form. You can't see their smile or bring them a meal or enjoy going places together with them, but when those senses weaken, another one heightens, and that is our memories. We don't move on from the people we love. We move forward, bringing them with us. And they continue to live in the stories we keep telling about them. Oh, Bronte, I'm going to have to use one of your tissues. I'm sorry. Okay, so, and speaking about my mom, she was a devout Christian, and she loved her Lutheran church up in Crossville. It wasn't Unity. It's what gave her life. And she did many of the same things on Sunday at her church that I do here at our church. And as much as she loved her church and its religious beliefs, she was always willing to listen to me share our Unity teachings. And in the last year, when she became more frail and she stopped coming with me to church, she started donating to our building fund since June of 2025. But in the background, she was always willing to help. She insisted on de-stemming the spinach when I had spinach salad, and slicing the mushrooms for my egg casserole, and chopping any veggies that I needed. That was all her. So now, you may be wondering that while I'm talking about her, the expansion fund picture has shown up on the screen. But that's in honor of my mom, who's been giving to this church, to that fund, for over a year. You see, she had the same dreams for our church as we do, because she always really enjoyed meeting you people, and she wanted us to succeed. So often, with the passing of a loved one, the family will say to make a donation to a favorite organization in lieu of flowers. And because I know how much my mom supported us in helping us to find our own and personal empowerment through our spiritual awakening, today I'm donating $500 in her name to our building fund to honor her. This assures me that her presence will always be a part of us. And now, I think my grandmother had difficulty with the birth, and she knew somehow that this was going to be her only child. So she had to fit all her favorite relatives into one name. So this check is in honor of my mom, Ingelie Louise Augusta Bertha Viator Schweitzer Matthews. Okay, now for the rest of our announcements. Let's see, what do we got here? So, as we move ahead, we are in full swing this summer. We got a lot going on. And I wanted to give you an update on our Facebook auction. Linda O'Brien is busy taking pictures and writing up descriptions of over 30 items and services and gifts that have been donated. There will be something for everyone, and her goal is to kick off the auction sometime in the beginning of August, and we will let you know for sure when that date happens. Also, our daytime Classic Unity book study group that meets on Tuesday will meet July 21st at 10:45, and the book is The Game of Life and How We Play It, and the next chapter is the topic that most of us do not pay attention to, intuition or guidance. Next Wednesday, we have a really special evening planned. Her alchemy group will present a special evening called a 10-minute mystic message bar where you can receive intuitive channeled love from Spirit. These 10-minute sessions are free, even though we will gladly accept love offerings. And if you have any questions, you can see Noam after the service.
Love offerings donated to Unity.
Okay. Then, next Sunday afternoon, Lynn Seeger is trying to organize a little boating trip in inflatable kayaks to go down the Hiwassee River, which is a 5.5-mile run of pristine Class 1 and Class 2 whitewater that flows through the scenic Cherokee Mountains. And my husband assures me that there are no Class 3 rapids on that. So if you'd like to go, you will need to make reservations for a 2 p.m. bus ride, but you'll need to get to Hiwassee Outfitters no later than 1:15 on the 26th. She'll be there at the put-in when you get off the bus. I have put little information sheets in the back if you want to contact her and ask more about that. And it doesn't even stop there. The next event you need to mark your calendars for is a very special guest that is coming to town in August by the name of Cerise. She is being promoted by John Stringer, so you know she's got to be good. And she is going to offer a house concert on Saturday, August 1st at Keith and Laura Noy's house at 7 p.m. The suggested love offering is $20, and there is a sign-up sheet on the back table as well as a little handout. And then on August 2nd, which is a Sunday, she will be our guest musician and speaker. So, it's also time for you to sign up for Unity's annual fall retreat up in beautiful Lake Junaluska in case you're interested. This retreat is put on by the ministers of the Mid-Atlantic states, and you'll meet people all from Tennessee, Georgia, North and South Carolina. So is that it for us? Oh, next week we have Reverend Jim Rosemergy. He is a Unity Luncheon, and he has served all sorts of big titles at Unity Village. He also started 2 churches and helped 3 others, and he's just an amazing man. And did I say he wrote like over 20 books? And he's a wonderful, I'm so excited he's coming because he's pretty busy. He's retired, but he travels around a lot, bringing his joy and his wisdom to all of the Unity churches in our area. Okay, so now, this is the time you either love or hate. You get up and greet your neighbor this morning.
Put that back there for you.
Okay, please make your way back to your seats so we can continue our service. Okay. So, Bronte, I've probably known you for over 20 years as well. I think so. Yeah, I think so. So, if I was to describe today's guest speaker, I would say that she is a gentle, soft spirit who walks the earth bringing love and appreciation for all of nature and mankind. She's walking on clouds right now. She has a very calming presence that sprinkles her wisdom and understanding wherever she goes. She has a talent to translate the art of living in her own words through poetry. And today we are delighted that she is here to share her soothing presence with us. Would you please welcome Reverend Bronte Colbert?
Wow. Ooh, thank you. Thank you, Penny. That was lovely. Made me feel all special. Do you feel all special? Do you? Do you feel that today is a very special day for you? Uh-huh. Do you feel it's a magical spiritual gift? This brand new day is a magical spiritual gift. And you got it. You got it this morning. And that is awesome in itself. You know, I was jotting some notes. I've got to. It's back here, but I tend to move rapidly, and I might think I could fly after that lovely introduction, and I'll just kind of move out front too. I jotted all these little notes down this week. We spend time in the yester time, the past, in memories, wondering, perhaps in gratitude or despair or sadness. And we spend time in the, open quote, yet to come, close quote, time, the tomorrows, the happy imaginings, the troublesome worries, even perhaps lofty dreams. Have you dreamt any lofty dreams lately? Dream lofty dreams. Or we might be spending time in scary countdowns. What's coming? Oh my goodness. Today, let's spend some time in the awesomeness of the now. If somebody asks you later today what you did today, you could say, I spent some time in the awesomeness of now. How about you? This works really good with people you don't know. And if you're not real comfortable going up to people you don't know, try it in the grocery store, because you're going to be around people really close to you. And, they say, oh, excuse me. I say, have you spent time in the awesomeness of now? I have. Would you like me to share what that's like? And they run to the next clerk. It might be actually a way to get through the line a little quicker. That awesomeness of now includes blessings, experiences, all wrapped in spirit and enraptured by the light of awareness. So let's be open to that today, the magical spiritual gift of a brand new day. Just like that wonderful song Loftus sang for us. There was a handout. You may have gotten that when you came in. This was written by Ernest Holmes. Ernest Holmes was not a Unity teacher, but he was a New Thought founder. He founded and wrote the big, thick book that I had to read in my first way through ministerial school, The Science of Mind. And this popped up, too, as I was thinking about brand new day, the gift of a morning. Today is my day, he said. And you can read it with me if you'd like. You don't have to. You could tell somebody I'm awesome. Tell somebody I'm awesome. Not me, you. I cleanse the windows of my mind. That's another really good thing to say in the grocery store. If someone asks you what you've been doing, I've been cleansing the windows of my mind. The big grin always is best with these quotes, okay? That it may become a mirror reflecting inspiration from the Most High. I do this not with strenuous effort, but through quiet contemplation, through gently reaching and affirming an inward recognition. Today, I walk in the pathway of inspiration. I know exactly what to do in every situation. Perfect affirmation. And you can cut this up too and put it in different places on your mirror or whatever. There is an inspiration within me which governs every act, every thought, with certainty, with conviction, and in peace. The key that unlocks the treasures of the kingdom of God is where? In my hand. Another one good for the grocery store, especially if your hand is empty. You could say, can you see? I've got this key in my hand, and it unlocks the treasures of the kingdom of God. I unlock the doorway of my consciousness and gently open it, that the divine presence may flood my whole being with light. Feel that. Feel that. Spirit right now in you. Because that's what we teach in unity, right? God's not out there somewhere, even though that infinite wisdom, love, light is everywhere, but it's within us. It's within us. It illumines my being with its radiant glow and directs my footsteps into the pathway of peace and joy. So other things were popping up as I was thinking of this brand new day, magical, wonderful, spiritual gift of a brand new day. I'm glad every day I'm alive, and I find that as I accumulate years, maybe some of you don't do that, but I have been accumulating years, and I'm really delightful and happy to have had a birthday on June 30th, and I turned 78, and I'm so happy about that. And almost every Sunday I tell that, and then I go home and I say, Bronte, you really don't need to tell people every time you go visit. And I said to myself that was saying that, but it changes every year. So I was looking around the house at different things. I have a ton of Unity booklets at home. You may or may not have this one. It's called And So We Pray, Affirmative Practices for Real Life, written by different Unity writers now and from the past, and some affirmations. And this just jumped out at me because it so fits with the topic. And I marked the wrong page, but there's a little pink thing right there. This is by Martha Smock, a historic Unity person. She was the leader of Daily Word for many, probably decades. And she wrote a book called Halfway Up the Mountain, which is kind of appropriate for Chattanooga. And she talks about this good day. She said, it's good to think ahead, to prepare for the future, but our best preparation is made by living as close to Spirit, God, the divine, whatever you call that, as we know how today. Living as close to that thought of the divine as we know how today. And making today as happy, as successful, as purposeful as we can. That gives us some choices, right? Happy, successful, purposeful. You can add. What would you add to that? Loving, passionate, forgiving, yes. God's strength, our powers, kindness. She closed this particular paragraph. This is the best guarantee we have of a good tomorrow. And it's also the best guarantee we have of a good day today, right? Do you look for magic and miracles? Is there really anything like a miracle, or is everything a miracle? So you could go there, but do you look for magic, and do you write it down, and do you think of the things in your life that have just brought you so much joy? I love the synchronicities and the things that seem like, wow, wow. So to celebrate my birthday, I wasn't going to talk about this. It's not in my notes, so I'll talk about my birthday once again. I decided to treat myself to some things. So I spent a couple of nights up at Lake Junaluska because I really love it there. And yes, if you can get to the retreat, it's going to be amazing. We've got Pam Grout's going to be there, written over 20 books on spirituality and other things. So I was up there, but I was also out in South Carolina visiting a friend who has just turned 90 and was going to move further north, and I wanted to spend some time with her one last time, help her do a little of the packing and stuff near Hilton Head. And she has these beautiful Buddhas in her house. One is Kuan Yin, very large, it's wooden, and every time I go visit her, I just like, oh, I'm not a Buddhist, but I love that energy of it. So wonderful. And then some smaller ones. And I was thinking, as I was driving home, I was thinking, well, maybe one way, and she turned 90. I don't know how many more years I'll be able to visit her, if I'll ever be able to visit her in person again. I thought maybe when I get home, I'll look around and think about getting maybe a little Buddha of some type. I have one very small one, maybe something a little bigger. And I just kind of put that thought on the shelf and drove home, which is quite a long drive. And I thought, yeah, and I probably need to check some prices, like make sure it fits in my budget, see what exactly kind I want. Went to sleep, got up in the morning. There's a thing on my phone, well, it's in a lot of other people's phones too. It's called Marketplace. And it's like you buy and sell stuff, and it's for the Athens area. I hadn't been there in months, so no reason for that to pop up on my phone. Did not scroll at all. The picture there was a Buddha for sale, right? And it looked all golden, right? And it was said it was 22 inches high, like that. And I thought, okay, this has probably been up for weeks. It's probably gone already. And I looked underneath, just posted today. And I thought, well, and I hadn't really planned to buy anything. I had already had my birthday presents to myself. And I said, okay, and I'm going to look again. And I looked again, and it was $25. And I was like, oh, my God. I could get 10 of them, maybe. No, it was just the one, and I thought, well, I'd go to someone's house or meet somewhere. Person lived 2 miles away from me. I contacted her. I picked up the Buddha that day. And it's magical. And, this stuff is awesome when things like that happen, and I write it down and I remember it, and then every day I just went like, oh, my very special Buddha. And I talk to it. And I found if I change it from one room to another, it changes colors. And I don't even know what it's made out of. But I was open to that. And I think I was partially open to that because I said, universe, surprise and delight me. I expect that. And I look for it. And then when it happens, I write it down. I thank Spirit. I thank the Infinite. And I remember, once again, we have the magical spiritual gift of a brand new day. Bible verse from Psalm 118, verse 24. This is the day that the Lord has made. Let us rejoice and be glad in it. There's even songs like that. This is the day, this is the day. And it has apparently a cousin or sister psalm, because that was 118. In 119, verse 18, open my eyes so that I may behold wondrous things out of your law. Law not being some demanding thing, but the energy and allness of spirit. So, to keep remembering the magical spiritual gift of a brand new day, we can center, right? How do we center? By reading things like this, reading things like Martha Smock, doing meditation, taking time to write down the glorious things that are continuing to happen in your life or the life of others, and to bask in that. Whether I'm out doing something or out walking, like Penny mentioned, nature, basking in being alive, basking in being outside, or just basking on my trampoline or out in the garden. Then I had another birthday present. I was getting ready to, it's a little earlier in June, I was getting ready to go do some pet sitting at a friend's house in Atlanta, and I usually go for 4 or 5 days. And there's this big tree. It's not on my property, it's on the borderline of the property of me and my neighbor, and it's a really big, I think it's called a water oak tree. And there was a very large branch, much larger than my hands can express right now, a very large branch that was kind of looking like it might go down. And I was thinking, oh, neighbor isn't really the easiest person to talk to, and I don't really have the equipment. And I'm just going to kind of see this waiting until I can figure out what to do with it. So the night before I was supposed to get up early and go to Atlanta, the thunderstorm came and a very loud crack sound. Yeah, louder than that. And I heard my washer and dryer room, laundry room, is in the side of the house right near where that tree branch is. And I heard the dryer go, mm-mm. They will do that if they're annoyed, okay? And it was about 9 o'clock, it was dark, and I was like, I'm supposed to go to bed, and I get up early. I gotta go look, because if something happened, I got to take care of it. So I got my flashlight, and I'm ready, and I walked outside. That tree branch laid itself down exactly about 3 or 4 feet from my house, perfectly in alignment. I don't even know how the dryer knew it fell, okay? Maybe it was just having a bad dream or something, you know? And I was just in awe. It was another awe and wonder type of thing. And yes, I got some branches out of the way and it won't be a problem at all. But in those kind of, I mean, I could like, oh yeah, a branch fell, and oh, it's awful, and now I got to take care of it, and should I go down? No, it was like a branch miracle. That, to me, is in all of our lives, things like that. The branch that fell in the wrong place, the thing that happened, the time the car didn't start at the right time, all that we can think of as like magical, spiritual awesomeness happening. Florence Scovel Shinn, love that you're having a book from her. I put this quote on my phone when I first heard it. I can't program my phone that good anymore, but it woke me up every morning like an alarm. Today is the day of my amazing good fortune. Underlined, amazing. Today is the day of my amazing good fortune. You want to say that? Today is the day of my amazing good fortune. Okay, now this time, if you're able, you got to use your arms or something. Okay, today is the day of my amazing. Whoa, wow! Look at that energy in here. Do that in the grocery store too. Works so good. So, how, with all things going on and trying to be centered and trying to wake up to another wonderful, lovely, magical day, and we're halfway through the year, right? A little past halfway through the year, and things ahead of us, and things behind us, and things right in front of us. How do we move with that? How do we continually find joy and light in that? And so then another thing popped up. It's from a poet who I just love, John O'Donoghue. He passed some years ago, an Irish poet. Very short poem. And it's from his book, Panorama Blues. He said this: I would love to live like a river flows, carried by the surprise of its own unfolding. I would love to live like a river flows, carried by the surprise of its own unfolding. Are you carried by the surprise of your own unfolding? Are you flowing like a river? Are we remembering we are continually unfolding? Spirit works in beautiful ways. Our energy and our light to shine even brighter. And think of that, how a river finds its way. Sometimes a tree branch might make it change its route. Sometimes it might be some rocks or some change in the amount of precipitation. It goes this way and that, right? And down. And sometimes, in life, I know I have my moments when my river is taking another direction and I don't particularly want to go that direction, or things are making or pushing, seeming to push me in this way or that. I can go with the flow. I can correct my course if need be. It doesn't always have to be, okay, God, take me. Where are you going? We can be spiritually led and spiritually fed by whatever we call the divine. And then this showed up, and it didn't give me any source or writer. Every step, any step you take will lead eventually to your good. Well, I don't even know if I agree with that, because every step we take leads us to our good right here and right now, right? Not maybe eventually. So, halfway through the year, and by the way, Unity's 12 powers, we talk about a lot. The one for July is understanding. Spiritual understanding, to know, to perceive, to go deeper. The disciple for that is Thomas. What was Thomas known for? Doubting Thomas. No, you're a doubting Thomas. He saw beyond appearances to truth. We can do that. Seeing beyond the appearances when things don't seem like they're unfolding the right way, to the truth of all. That, hey, we are here, right? We have this opportunity, this day, this lifetime to be in these bodies, to radiate joy, to find ways to help others, to build community. Look at you all. This is a fabulous community. Anytime anyone asks me about Unity of Chattanooga, I say, they know how to build community. You do. It's energy. It's accepting others. It's listening to others. I love to hear people greeting each other and reminding each other of this and that. And knowing that you walk in truth. There's an affirmation. My understanding of truth deepens and directs my life. So all these things in various places and forms, I could probably talk for another hour. Is that okay? But this comes up. I get nudges when I'm getting ready to close my notes out for a Sunday. And I consider a nudge spirit talking to me. And if I can grab a pen fast enough and some paper, and kitchen napkins just don't work. So you have to grab something that, and ask. We can all do that. Ask spirit, give me some wisdom. Sit with a piece of paper and a pen, maybe a little quiet music, and allow things to come through. And just write whatever comes through. They're all channels of spirit. Who are you? This was given to me to tell you. You are a light in this world, and yes, that is a lyric to a song, but you are more than that. You are a light simply by being. Whether pausing often with a focus on sending the light out, shining it forth, you also are very brilliant at times when you're not even aware of your light. In times where fog or duskiness or current, past or future things, seeming circumstances, or the quotes are getting a lot of exercise today, worst case scenarios, or aches that come from being alive, or sadness that comes from living, caring or loving, when your own feelings of heartache or loss seem large in us, you are still a light. You are a light. Your life has purpose. Sometimes we don't see all of that. Every part of our lives have held purpose. Every part. Those joyful moments, the difficult moments, the I don't know what I'm doing moments, the ups and the down moments. And sometimes we don't see it until later. The job that didn't work, the difficult experience, they are all light. Remember that, if you will, because when we remember it in ourselves, it's more likely that we are able to help others remember it too. And when we look at each other and look at others like they are light, it helps them illuminate from within. And whenever we send out that light, this is the message I kept getting, whenever we send out light, we even more brilliantly illuminate the light that is within us. And that's what came to me this birthday months, these weeks, this Buddha shopping, and all that. Let's take a moment for some meditation. Think about your breathing. Perhaps feel your groundedness. If you're comfortable with your feet flat on the floor, that's one way to do it, or you can imagine that. Our earth, our planet, has incredible healing and loving energy. We can literally draw that up just by thinking that we are drawing that up from the soles into the soles of our feet and up from there. And we think about our breath, however you're comfortable with gentle breathing. In and out, holding it as long as you wish. And a feeling, as you let the breath out, a feeling that you are opening to the divinity within you, all around you, throughout the world. You are light. You are love. You are here for purpose. Wonderful, incredible purpose. You have already fulfilled much of that by being you, by being light, by thinking bright thoughts and dreaming lofty dreams. As you breathe in and breathe out, you go into a moment of stillness and quiet. Feel your light. Feel the love. Send it out. Send blessings. Breathe in a thank you to the divine, whatever name you use for it, whatever essence you see of it. So grateful that you woke up this morning. That you are a blessing to this world. You are a blessing to this world. You might want to whisper, I am a blessing to this world. I am a blessing to this world. One more time. I am a blessing to this world. That is the truth. And so it is. Oh, thanks. Next.
Thank you, Bronte, for reminding us that today is the day of our amazing good. And now is the time in our service to give back with your tithes and your love offerings. And as you get out your gifts today, I have an amazing story to share with you. 2 weeks ago, during the 4th of July weekend, we had a fabulous service where 5 congregants stepped up forward to share a personal experience that gave them a feeling of spiritual freedom. The last to speak was Gloria Hastings. And she told us about her dad, who did not have what we would call a good prosperity consciousness. Growing up, she heard him say over and over again, "There is never enough." One day when she was 10 years old, the ice cream truck came to her neighborhood, and all the kids were out there buying ice cream. And she ran into the house and said, "Dad, can I have a dime so I can have an ice cream too?" And he said no. And for many years, Gloria attached herself to the emotions that came along with that experience, mostly hurt and anger. And it wasn't until after her father had passed that she was actually finally able to talk with him on the other side and find forgiveness for him and tell him so. And after that, all of a sudden, she started finding dimes all over the place. You still find them, yeah? And that's a sweet story. But after the service, I went into the office to gather up the money so I can take it to the bank to deposit. And when I go through the pouches, I always push them inside out because every once in a while a little bill will get stuck in the corner. Well, this time when I pushed one of those pouches out, a coin fell out on the floor, and it was a dime. and I'm serious. It was a dime. Yep. I couldn't wait to tell you all that story. So go ahead and take your gifts now. Hold your hand over your heart, and as we say together, divine love through me blesses and multiplies all that I am, all that I have, all that I give, and all that I receive. I give in love, and I receive in abundance.
Flow, Spirit, flow through me as I open up to be an expression of your unfolding peace. Flow, Spirit, show through me as I open up to be an expression of your unfolding love.
So let us affirm together that abundance is the divine birthright of each person here. We accept these love offerings given from the heart, and we see these gifts going forward to bless the good works and spiritual acts of love that are to be done by this community. And so it is. So I would have to say this has been truly a lovely day. And I thank all of you who helped to make it a great service. Following the service today, our prayer chaplain, Noam, will be available for private prayer in the back office, and we hope that you will consider staying with us and enjoying a fabulous feast over here for fellowship. But would you please now stand and sing the peace song?
2, 3, 4. Let there be peace on earth, and let it begin with me. Let there be peace on earth, the peace that was meant to be, with God our Creator, and oneness all are we. Let us walk with each other in perfect harmony. Let peace begin with me. Let this be the moment now. With every step I take, let this be my joyous vow, to take each moment and live each moment with peace eternally. Let there be peace on earth, and let it begin with me. Prayer for protection. The light of God surrounds us. The love of God enfolds us. The power of God protects us. The presence of God watches over us. Wherever we are, God is, and all is well.